We're good. We're live. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Community Roundtable here at Gumdelf Entertainment. My name is Wild Paparazzi, joined always by our gracious host, Gumdelf the Gray. What is up, Vinny?
Not much, Rick. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. We're back for another roundtable here on this wonderful Thursday evening. And we're not alone here in the booth tonight. We have a special guest with us. We're gonna be talking some arcade machines, things like that. We have none other than Q. What's going on, sir?
Hello.
Welcome to the Community Roundtable.
Thank you. I'm honestly very happy to be here. I was very excited when Vinny asked me to be on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I know we've met in the shop before. It's nice to finally have you on the Community Roundtable. So before we get into tonight's topic and we play a little bit of Tekken 8 here, just going to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. First and foremost, we have Junk Food Custom Arcades. If you haven't checked them out, be sure to do so. Junk Food Custom Arcades has all sorts of hitboxes, snack boxes, arcade sticks, fighting game peripherals, things of that nature. So you're looking to step the game up in your favorite fighting game. Check out Junk Food Custom Arcades. Also got to shout out the shop, Microgame Play and Trade, located in Clay, New York. So, of course, the owner, Chris, and Vinny yourself. Microgame Play and Trade is located on Route 31, has all sorts of retro video games. So they have a bunch of cool collectibles and even some of the new games, like Tekken 8. So if you're looking to scratch that nostalgia itch with some old video games, find a new collectible for your shelf, play the latest games, or just talk to some cool people, stop on down to Microgame Play and Trade. Of course, we also got to shout out our brethren in the fighting game community. First, we have Attack from All Sides, Kangaskhan, and the Attack from All Sides group puts on all sorts of competitive fighting game related activities. Of course, we got our monthly coming up here, put on by Attack from All Sides. Kangaskhan runs a tight ship there, and I know the group is hype for Tekken 8. So if you're looking to play some Tekken 8 competitively, make sure you check out Attack from All Sides. And then, of course, no stream would go unanswered without shouting out the godfather of the FGC. Main reason why most of us are brought together, DJ Silence, a.k.a. Kenyon, and Syracuse Sucker Punch. Syracuse Sucker Punch puts on all sorts of fighting game community-related events. We have one tomorrow, which I'm sure we're going to touch upon, but it's going to be a free play for Tekken 8. So we're just looking to maybe not play competitively, but you just want to meet some cool people, play some casuals, or start to get into the fighting game community. Syracuse Sucker Punch has got you covered, and we'll have all sorts of great events. So, Vinny, there's the intro. There's the sponsors. Let's play a little Tekken and talk about tonight.
All right. But first, you just talked about it. Tomorrow night, we will be Micro Mayhem at the shop, Tekken 8, Syracuse Sucker Punch. It's going to be fun. And then Hot Sets is making its return. Season 2, Episode 2 on the way. We have two special games. Of course, we have Tekken 8, and we have Kangler and Morgan going at it in a 1st to 10 around 3 p.m. And I finally made it happen. It has been requested. There will be a Smash Ultimate match between Naga and Atherin at 11:30 in the morning. That'll be a 1st to 5.
1st to 5?
The Smash can take quite a long time to do. So, sauces have been posted to the Twitter, too, if you want to see them. But on that note, we have our buddy Q here. Q, you work on stuff, big TCG guy. I'm happy to have you here. It's going to be a fun conversation.
Absolutely. I'm excited to be here. Do you want me to introduce myself?
If you would like to, yes.
Sure. Hi, my name's Q, aka Q's Mod Shop. I've been making content on Twitch probably about 10 years. I celebrated 10 years last January, actually. So big milestone. Very excited about that.
Hey, congrats.
Big card game guy. I got a lot of experience fixing arcade machines, running events, all sorts of stuff like that. So I've been around the block a couple times. So I'm very excited to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's awesome. Can you guys see the stream right now? Can you guys see us playing Tekken?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's working. I'm happy. Playing Reyna, though, I'm not happy about that.
It's alright. I'll watch the slam. This one's for you, Vin.
That character's actually not as hard to fight for me as Victor is. I find Victor to be, like, my worst matchup so far.
That's how it is for me, too. When I was playing Pat, playing the best character, obviously Panda. Shout out. Uh, Victor was definitely like my worst matchup, just because he can get in so close so fast. And Panda's got those short ass arms and short ass legs, and it is an absolute nightmare to even land a combo. But Vinny can attest. I was landing some sick combos by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Not having played Tekken in like 8 years.
Holding your ground.
I was, and I felt good about it.
Yeah. It's definitely a fun game. I've been enjoying it
Game's
a
great.
lot. I think Azucena is one of the best things they've ever done to the series. It kept me around. I was worried. I remember everybody probably remembers I was worried because I'm like, oh great, I have to learn another character. Because my characters never come back. But that character, she's just way too much fun to play. Especially when you start hitting people with the sidestep right hook. Oh man.
It's pretty
good. So Q, you said you work on arcade cabinets and stuff?
Yeah. So I have experience with pinball machines and arcade cabinets.
Okay. What's one do you own some?
I do actually. I own a lot of arcade boards. Funny enough, most of them fighting game boards. And then I own I own a Neo Geo and a Marvel Superheroes cabinet, and then I own a Bally Mystic pinball machine.
That's awesome. What's your favorite?
Probably
if you had to pick.
Probably my pinball machine. I put about 300 hours of blood, sweat, and tears to literally revive it from a genuine pile of scrap. And,
that's awesome.
That's probably my most proud I've ever been doing a repair restoration, because I have a lot of like game console repair experience too. So like out of everything I've done, definitely that pinball machine is my proudest moment. The second I was able to flip it on and actually play a game, like genuine tears were shed.
I have no experience doing any of that work. How did you get into it? Just curious.
I lived out in Maryland for a couple years, so I used to do band instrument repair. That was like my trade job. My loving wife Kelsey, still does that job. But while we were there, I was like, man, I want to find something to do. Like at that time, I was really burned out on card games. I was really deep in the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh scene.
Mm-hmm.
Found this place called Spinners, in Frederick, Maryland. Some people who are familiar with Games Done Quick might recognize the name Pinball Joe. He supplied the pinball machines for like a Pinball Done Quick type event at Games Done Quick, a great charity event. And he opened an arcade in Frederick called Spinners. It is a non-profit arcade, which already huge bonus. I love that. But a lot of volunteer work, and I wanted to learn how to fix stuff, so Joe and all the volunteers really taught me everything I know. And like I still talk to them to this day. Like they're very good friends of mine. Whenever I go to Maryland, I try to visit Spinners and Joe, George, James, all them. They're fantastic people. If you're ever in Maryland, please check out Spinners. A great nonprofit, great arcade, great people.
I'll have to try and get out there.
I highly recommend. They have tons of stuff. Whenever I see promo videos, like on their Facebook group, I can like point at arcade machines and pinball machines in the thing. I'm like, fix that, help fix that, rebuilt part of that. And it's like just a fun, like, Where's Waldo of machines I've worked on. And that's very cool to me.
I've been through Maryland and never really stopped that much though.
Like I said, they do free play, so everything's on free play. You just kind of pay, I think it's $15 for the day, 15 or 20, and you have access to like the 200 plus games they have. So it's very, very cool.
Road trip, Ben. Road trip.
Yeah, we'll have to plan it out. So the spectating broke. I kind of figured it was.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. So I was looking. I was looking it up. Cole's in the member list now. I was looking it up, and a lot of people are saying that after like the first game of a set in spectating, it'll freeze up and it'll kick you out of spectating, and then you have to wait. So I guess that's not fixed yet. So, oh well.
We could go into like a member lobby and just, if you get kicked out of a set, you could just watch somebody else, you know?
Yeah, we could. Might make it a little easier. You'll see what happens.
I'm very excited to pick up this game. I think I'm picking this game up in like a week.
Good, glad.
Reppin' the American levers, baby. So, for anybody who has no idea what I just referenced, so my fight stick is a modded combo drone. Put all new buttons, stick, and everything like that. But the topper is an American style topper, which is like that weird pear shape. And because of that, I have carpal tunnel in both my hands. And so the ball topper like really aggravates my hand, but the pear topper doesn't because it fits the contour of my hand. And people just kind of like look at it and get a little chuckle out of it. So one of the quirks of me playing.
A pear topper. Is that like the bat top style? Or it's literally like a pear?
It's just like a traditional American style topper.
It's literally it's literally shaped like a pear.
Yeah. Here I can actually let me shoot you a DM of the picture of my fight stick, and I will. You'll immediately be like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I've not seen Cole play yet, so.
Oh, him and I just played a little bit of a set before we got in here. I should have switched my outfit.
See, Emo Paul, man.
I'll get Emo Paul, don't worry.
Oh no, oh there it goes.
Wait till you see Emo Dragunov.
Oh boy.
There you go, I sent that over to you.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Oh my god. So speaking of arcade sticks, guess who got a deal on another one?
You?
Yeah. I got a good deal on the Tekken 8 Hori stick.
Oh my god, how much?
$100.
That's pretty good.
A $230 stick.
Do I need to whip out my Tatsunoko versus Capcom Wii stick one of these times to roll up to locals with it?
I'd love to see it. That's one of my favorite sticks. I just never owned one.
I have it in box downstairs on my shelf, actually.
The only stick I've actually thought about buying to actually keep, because the Tekken one, like I like it. I'll hang on to it for a little bit, but if someone needs a stick and they want it, they don't want to pay $300, I'll sell it to them for a little more than what I paid for it. But I've always wanted the Marvel vs. Capcom stick from the PS3, Xbox 360.
That one's so cool.
But I've never pulled the trigger because I don't really need it. Fun fact, I once had 10 arcade sticks.
I have one. Technically I have the parts to build a new one. Just because, Kelsey's family was like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? And I, handed a list without thinking, and it was, my parts list for building out, arcade cabinets. And they all just kind of got me arcade parts. So now I just have I have a pretty decent stash of, replacement sticks, buttons, and everything now.
Nice.
What's really funny is, so my current arcade cabinet that I'm working on, because unfortunately my Marvel Superheroes cabinet isn't working at the moment. I actually have to send one of the boards out to a professional to get totally redone, and it's for the monitor. That's a little out of my scope. Monitor stuff isn't something I'm super comfortable with yet, but I'm always practicing.
Fair enough.
But are you familiar with the game Beasterizer?
I've never played it. I've heard of it.
Do you know what Beasterizer's other name is?
No.
Oh, let me indulge you. It's Bloody Roar.
Oh, that's what they call it in Japan.
So I have the first Bloody Roar game as an arcade board sitting on my shelf at the moment, and the actual cabinet for this thing is just dog shit ugly. It's so bad looking. atrocious, and I'm so excited to build one myself. I like really bad fighting games. I think that's like my like guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Because I got the predecessor to one of the best fighting games in arcades. People can fight me on it. I think Marvel vs. Capcom is like peak. I love the flow of it. It's very cool. And Marvel Superheroes, for those who don't know, that game, that like core system is what Marvel vs. Capcom built on. But like in my Neo Geo, I have Galaxy Fight. Who the hell knows what Galaxy Fight is? Vinny hears me talk about it way too much.
I know what Galaxy Fight. I played it.
Do you know what Galaxy Fight is?
I have not.
Oh, it is like chunky bad. Like, controls are bad. It's sluggish in some ways. It's fast in other ways. The controls are dog shit. But it looks pretty. And when I rebuilt that Neo Geo from the ground up. So I had actually an empty cabinet. And I did all the rewiring myself. Like, I rebuilt the Neo Geo board myself. I rewired all the I put buttons, sticks, literally not whole 9 yards, all 10 yards. Put a new monitor in it. I did everything.
How much does something like that cost if you're putting all that in there?
So I got pretty lucky in terms. So I bought the cabinet for about $200. I buy broken stuff and I fix it because it's like, 70% cheaper, and I think that's an actual like accurate number. Because the second something stops working, people just want to get rid of it, and I offer them a fair price, but they're always like, either you can take it or that's too much money, and I'm like, all right. It won't be broken in like a day, so thank you, I guess.
Yep.
But so the Neo Geo board costed me about $40. Galaxy Fight costed me about 80 or 100. So in total, about $550 was put into that Neo Geo project. But I also had that cabinet for like 4 years. Because I bought it and I sat on it.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at what your investment was over the last couple of years, $500 for 4 years is not that bad.
Exactly, and on top of, I love the modular arcade system. So like Neo Geo, CPS2, CPS1, Namco 17, all those like board styles, I'm a big fan of because they're all cartridge based. Which, people think of like Tekken Tag and Soul Calibur, they're just like, what do you mean they're like interchangeable? So something that Bandai Namco did that I really enjoy is they would send you what's called the master board, which is an A board, and arcade operators would put it in the system and they would buy a B board or a daughter board, and there's a slot to just plug it in. And when, either games have run their course or anything like that, they would buy conversion kits. And it would be significantly cheaper than obviously buying a full cabinet. That's why you see, like, some arcade machines don't look quite right with the game that's in there. It's like the marquee's a little cut weird or something like that. That's because that's a real conversion they bought from whatever company. And they converted it, so they take the daughter board out, they box it up, put it away, and then they put the new one in. And they did that so arcade operators could save money in the long term, and also they can just keep a steady rotation of games to keep people interested. So like when Tekken Tag 2 came out, arcade operators could buy that board and then just slot it in.
What up, Kenyon?
So it's a really cool system, and it's also a very cost-saving system, which is really cool. See, the problem is this is the stuff I like really nerd out about because I love this stuff. Like, because not a lot of people know that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is technically a cartridge game. especially
I did not
in
know that.
arcade. Yeah, it's so cool because like the cartridge is about the size of my chest. It's giant. Like a turtle would be jealous.
Yeah.
So, apologies for the long-winded answer.
No, it's awesome, man. I don't have any arcade cabinets, and I know you make cabinets, you fix them up and whatnot.
Yep.
I'm curious, you being an arcade guy, what
Shoot.
are your thoughts on the arcade one-up cabinets?
Are you asking me as a repair tech, or are you asking me as a consumer? Because those are two different answers.
Well,
Give me both.
As a consumer, it's one of the greatest things I could have put in.
Okay.
Like genuinely, people can now at home have this great arcade experience for like a third of the price, and that's amazing. That like genuinely, like people love the feeling of like playing with stick buttons and just like inviting the bros over, popping a couple brewskis, and you boot up Mortal Kombat 2 and beat the shit out of each other. That's a fun time.
Yep.
As a repair tech, I love it, but for different reasons. So, for those who don't know, arcade one-ups are very easily moddable with a Raspberry Pi.
Mhm.
So, you buy the Mortal Kombat cabinet, which is a 6-button layout. All of a sudden, you can just pop a Raspberry Pi in, and then boom, you have every fighting game you can put on there. But for fixing it, it's a little tough because fixing them is kind of gross.
Why are they just like a mess on the inside, or
they're very simple? So it's literally the monitor, the board, and some like shit buttons.
okay?
And it's cool. For that aspect, it's really nice because people don't have to worry about maintenance or anything like that. And when they're done with it, they're like, I spent $200 on it, and it lasted me like 2 years. I definitely got $200 worth of enjoyment out of it, so they'll probably get rid of it, or they'll sell it for like $50.
Mm-hmm.
That's where maybe someone like me would come in, buy it, mod it, and all of a sudden now I have a main cabinet where I can put Mugen on, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Because then I can fight people as Ronald McDonald. Been kicking Mark Zuckerberg.
That would be something, Ben, if we could do a hot set with like Mugen.
I'd be down to do that.
And it'd be like Ronald McDonald versus
Hi, Brett.
the
Thanks for
Geico
resubbing.
Gecko.
Come play
or
Tekken.
something.
I try to figure out how to fix the spectating because it broke again.
So, as a tech, I love and hate arcade one-ups because they can break pretty easily, and like the replacement parts don't exist for them.
Mm-hmm.
But like replacing buttons and stuff, drop some Stanwas in there, call it a day.
Yeah.
Maybe take out your restriction gate and put an octagonal instead of a square.
Vinny, didn't you mod the buttons on the
Marvel cabinet.
Capcom one?
Yeah, and then I sold it for more than what I paid for it.
Vinny, you're a moneymaker, a man of business.
Try. Alright, I hope everyone's listening. Go to B.
Go to B?
And then add yourself to the group B.
I'm in.
Somebody else, go to B and add to group. I want to see if this fixes things. I don't care who, Pat, Cole, whoever.
Fight me in B.
I have a reason that's why there's 4 of them.
Bite my paw.
Bite my paw. We'll see if that fixes it whenever somebody jumps over there. But, let's see here. So, dude, what is your what is your favorite pinball machine? I have to ask you.
Tron. 2009 Tron. Next question. Literally the easiest question I'll ever be asked in my life.
I have to ask.
That cabinet is fucking
because
beautiful.
Kenyan's really into pinball too. I'm pretty sure he'd love to talk to you about pinball.
Kenyon, have you played the Tron cabinet? If yes, did it blow your dick off like it did me? If not, it will blow your dick off. It's all, there is a price tag attached to that pinball machine, though. I think it's like $10,000 used.
Oh.
I think. I haven't checked the price in a while. Believe it or not, I have not been in a market for another pinball machine. So
Fair enough. What's your favorite arcade cab of all time?
That I'd have to think about that.
Bro.
I'm gonna out loud think about this.
Bro, the crow and everything.
This
This is epic.
So I'm a little biased to my Neo Geo because I love that like system of games and everything like that. As a consumer, probably it would be. Man. I knew this question was probably gonna come up, and I didn't think about this at all.
Welcome to the round table.
As a technician, Mortal Kombat 2, because that was the first one I brought back to life fully,
Alright.
and that has a special place in my heart. As like a player though, I really like the Mega Man fighting game. Oh, Sonic the Fighters.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Sonic
Oh
the
no.
Fighters.
Not another one. Not another one.
Let's go. Who else likes
Oh,
Sonic the
Alec.
Let's
Bailey
go.
J.
Oh.
So that cabinet is so fucking cool.
Oh, I believe it. That game's just trash.
You're trash. Sorry, that knee-jerk reaction. I'm sorry. Fight
That game
or
is
flight kicked
awful.
in, and it always picks fight.
Listen, that game is awful. I'd rather play that fucking Tatsunoko fight game we broke and played instead. And that game wasn't good either.
Well, I'm sorry to break your heart, but man, I fucking
At least you didn't
love
say
it.
Pit Fighter. I would have banned your ass.
I do own Pit Fighter on the Famicom. The superior version of the NES.
That's a-
No, I will not be taking any questions.
That's a
about this.
fucking Armin game right there.
I will not be taking any questions about why I think Famicom is better. It just looks cooler.
It's a fair
I don't
answer.
want. I don't want a fucking VCR in my shelf.
Are you gonna kick
want-
me again?
I want the family computer, baby.
Is
I
it? Or
wanna-
are you back in?
I want to.
No, it's gonna do it
A
again.
lot of the peripherals.
They say
for
that
it.
to
Like,
fix
I want the
it
keyboard.
is to switch everything to like first to one instead of a first to two, but it's already made and everything, so I'm not gonna change it. Sucks. But alright, those are my two questions. I had to know. I don't know shit about pinball, and I like hearing about the pinball machines that people see. There's some crazy shit out there.
Oh, what's it called? The Guardians of the Galaxy pin's pretty cool too. Also Black Knight 2000. That one fucks. Vinny, I love. It's like that's my two questions. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh no,
Skis.
I'm listening.
Damn. Mr. Joe is wave dashing. Jesus.
I know.
Pat, join
Sorry.
C so we can just at least play.
I know.
I'm gonna
that-
hook my stick up though. I'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, now that he's gone, we can talk shit about him. Like
What's up with that
May,
Vinny guy?
dude. Yeah, May. What the fuck? Like, right? Like, what a pick. SMH, bro.
Oh shit.
So what about you? What's your favorite arcade game?
My favorite arcade game? I
have
love
returned.
the six fighter X-Men cabinet. Love it.
It is a good
Oh
cabinet.
yeah, that's a good one.
Love it. I went down to North Carolina and we found this it was a duck pin bowling alley. You ever heard of duck pin bowling?
I'm from the Midwest, so I'm very familiar with duck pin bowling.
Okay, Vinny, have you ever heard of duck pin bowling?
I have.
Dude, so we found this bowling alley, right? and it was a barcade style alley, and they had the big six, six player X-Men game, and my buddies and I just dumped quarters into it because we had to beat it. And I always pick Cyclops. Cyclops is cool. It's my favorite X-Men.
So a game that's built off that same system is Captain America and the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have that board sitting on my shelf. It had garbled video, so I was able to get it for like very cheap, So I got very lucky with that.
I like that. I like that system a lot.
I hadn't beaten the X-Men game. What's funny is like I haven't played a ton of arcade games in comparison to the ones I fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I like to tinker, I like to fix things. Like I make my own tooling as well. So like I make my own hammers and screwdrivers.
You are a man of many talents.
I just like making stuff. Making stuff's cool. Yeah.
For Valentine's Day, I'm making my wife a new hammer. So I think she knows.
A new hammer?
Yeah. So she fixes band instruments.
Okay.
She's a woodwind specialist specifically, and she's missing. She liked when we did work together. She liked stealing one of my particular hammers that's made of a unique plastic material, and so I'm making a new one for her so she can use it at work.
There you go. Stop stealing your hammer.
I'm the romantic type, obviously.
What'd you get your wife for Valentine's Day? A hammer.
Hammer.
Oh, from where? My two hands and God.
Well, that's a special talent you got.
Oh, thank you.
Because not many people can make things with their hands or go.
True.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
So I'm 28, and probably most of my life until I was like 18, I wasn't particularly interested in like fixing stuff. I would take stuff apart and just leave it in piles, but like the reverse of it I never really did until I don't know what it is about when I hit 18, but I remember the first thing I fixed was an NES game. So like I like unsoldered it, rebuilt some traces, and then resoldered everything back together, and it worked. And from there I was just hooked. Like this cheap $10 soldering iron out in my dad's garage with my bookshelves and Lamborghinis, obviously.
Obviously.
My dad's Ty Lopez. Get fucked, everybody else.
Ugh. Oh, I'm getting beat up by Jack right now, and you guys can't see it. Never mind. American Paul wins.
Hell yeah. Shout out American Paul. So I had a question and I completely spaced on it. I apologize.
So aside from the arcade stuff, do you play any other games? And pinball?
Yeah, I do.
So for a stint in high school,
I played Call of Duty semi-professionally. So like I was ranked pretty high with a bunch of friends. We were in a team and we played a lot. We were ranked for a little bit. So I play a lot of like first-person shooter games. I got a lot of Apex Legends. I stopped playing it recently because it was bad for my health. And then a lot of card games. Digital, physical. I can't get enough of them.
What's your favorite?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's tough
time to
because it used to be the Digimon card game. And I think the Digimon card game is still a very designed game. Love it. It's a great system. The problem is Bandai sucks at managing card games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darn. There goes my Bandai sponsorship. I didn't
Oh,
have
no.
one, thank Christ. But Konami, I'll suck your dick for a quarter. But yeah, you know, I play a lot of roguelites too.
Oh, what's your favorite one? I love roguelikes.
Binding of Isaac.
Oh,
Like,
really?
one of the OGs. So, I started. So I remember the first 2 games I started streaming back in 2013. I bought a capture card and played Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U and Binding of Isaac, the OG one, on PC.
Damn.
So
I started Binding of Isaac. That's one I haven't really put a lot of time into, and I probably should, because a lot of people have that same sentiment you do.
it's so good. I recently started playing Slay the Spire recently because my friend Jesse, who I'm very mad at for getting me into the game, I play one character on Slay the Spire, and I play the Defect because the orb mechanic is so fucking cool.
I did like Slay Spire. It was so different. Like a deck building, like roguelike. It was so good.
And now, fucking every roguelite feels like, honey, wake up! Another deck building, crafting survival roguelite dropped. Fuck, that's like the 900th one in a month. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Have
Or
you ever
Minecraft.
played Fury Unleashed?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's such a good one. So it's a roguelike, comic book, twin stick shooter kind of deal, and you actually fight through like comics, and it's pretty cool. Graphics look cool, combat's fun and addicting.
I gotcha.
I also played. I got real addicted to Gunfire Reborn.
Yeah,
You ever play that one?
a lot of my friends have played it. I have not played it yet. I got like a long list of shit I'm still trying to play through.
What I like about roguelikes though is like if you just got like a little bit of time, you know, you can just do a run and call it a day.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to sit down and do some serious runs,
You can.
you have that availability.
Risk of Rain 2 is very high on my list of roguelites I love playing.
I think I played that one.
So I played the original Risk of Rain with the multiplayer mod. Shout out. That's old as fuck.
A multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer mod. Here, I'll tell you when the first Risk of Rain came out. Let me do some googling. November 8th, 2013. They actually just released a remake of the original on November 8th, 2023. So on the 10-year anniversary, they remade the first game, and people could buy it. By the way, 9 out of 10 on Steam, 93% Google review. So this game, like, I would put this among one of the pillars of core roguelites. Like, this is my Mount Rushmore of roguelites. It's definitely Binding of Isaac and the OG Risk of Rain are definitely 2 out of the...
How many heads are on Mount Rushmore? 4?
4.
4? 2 out of the 4. I don't know what the other 2 would be yet, but the 2 slots are open. Call me, games industry. We can talk. But yeah, a lot. I'm looking at my Steam, like my Steam library. There's so fucking many games I haven't even touched. Yeah, like there's a couple that I really like. Ziggurat is a great one. It's a fucking first-person, kind of like Binding of Isaac style, but you're a wizard that can shoot like with a wand weapon.
Okay. I think I've heard of
very
this one. I think I've heard of this one.
It's very good.
It's kind of basic. I like Hades. Hades is a good one.
Never played.
That
it.
was that was the first one I really like dumped time into. I think that might have been my first roguelike, actually.
Really.
Yeah. And what I liked about it is you had to play the game. You had to beat the game 10 times to get the full story. But yeah, it's cool. Story's great. Graphics are phenomenal. Combat is tight.
It's something that like, I think because people try to shove it down my throat so much, I'm not interested.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like I said, that's why I was like, oh, I'm kind of basic with it. But I cannot deny that's kind of where I started, you know?
Oh no, like I'm not discrediting that game at all. All the awards that it is like earned, it deserves. 100%.
I also like Dead Cells. Good one.
Ooh, Dead Cells is one on my list that I want to try. Another. See, the problem is like, I'm like internet old.
What does internet old mean?
So I've been making content and I've been on the internet almost my entire life, but in terms of making content, because it's been 10 years, that's internet old. You know, I've been around the block behind the scenes, streaming, helping other like streamer friends and content creator friends. Like I've been in the scene for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the big one for me is, and I don't know if anybody's gonna get this reference, is the Boiler Racing League and the Condor Racing League. Now nobody in this call knows what the fuck either of those two things are, and I would put money on it.
I have no idea what you just said.
So, Condor and Boiler are acronyms. Boiler is Binding of Isaac Racing League. And Condor is Crypta the Necrodancer Racing League.
Oh, okay.
And so, I remember when Crypta the Necrodancer came out, I learned the game and I started speedrunning it. I was a big speedrunner for like, God, probably 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm very entrenched in that community. That's how I got started with console modding and repair, is like fixing people's controllers from speedrunning.
Yeah.
And also because I snapped I snapped an Xbox controller in half vertically.
I've done that before.
And I soldered all the traces back together to make it work again. I don't have that controller anymore because I snapped it in half a second time, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not touching, I'm throwing it away. But I did fix it, and that was my first big repair. Besides that NES game, but like first real functional repair was that Xbox controller. So kids out there, your anger management problems might lead you to a lifelong passion of something. Whether it be drywall smashing or controller repair.
It may.
It may. Please go to anger management, though. That's far better off than taking a chance at... Oh, hi, Jan. Jan's from my Discord.
Nice. Hello. Cole. Cole doesn't want... Is Reggie the king right now? Is Reggie in here playing
it's
king?
Sareth.
It's Sareth? Okay.
So, I tell so many stories, just on like my stream in general. My favorite one, I'm gonna bang out some greatest hits for you. So I've been stabbed by a homeless person, I've been drive-by stabbed, is how I refer to it.
Okay.
Now, the question always goes, how the fuck do you get drive-by stabbed? Ha! My intrepid viewers and watchers. I'll tell you. So, I used to work at a Krispy Kreme, and I was like 50 pounds heavier. Because, and I'll tell you how fucking insane the Krispy Kreme contract is after the story, because it's disgusting. I was taking out the trash. It was about 9:50 at night. And so we have the store. We're across the street from a high school, and we have an alley behind us.
Now, the high school is important because there is a cross-country team that practices at night. Cross-country runners are a different breed of people, man.
Yeah.
They run at any fucking time of the day or night. And so what they'll do is they always ran in the alleyway because it was just a nice, like, connecting way to not, like, interact with traffic and everything like that. So when I hear, like, someone running and panting heavily and running, I'm like, oh, it's probably just some cross-country kid. No, it's this fucking homeless man that, like, initial D Tokyo drifts, like, big fucking deja vu around the corner. He fucking whips out a knife and stabs my fat in my side and just runs into the night.
Oh my goodness.
And I was making $7.25 an hour. Did you think I fucking cared that I got stabbed? No, because capitalism and corporate greed beat the shit out of me at that job. I hated that job so much. So that's
Damn.
how I got drive-by stabbed.
So was it like a big stab or like?
No, it was like a nick. So like it definitely like pierced skin. Like I don't have a scar from it or anything. But like, you know, it didn't get me very deep. It only got it got into the fat. So shout out to me being like 240 pounds. But the Krispy Kreme contract was insane because in the contract you got 6 free donuts a shift.
What?
I know, but also you could buy up to 5 dozen donuts for $1 a piece.
Huh.
My brothers in Christ, that definitely leads to weight gain.
Definitely.
Did I outfit? So I worked that job when I was in college. It was rough. I had coffee thrown at me. I had fucking donuts thrown at me. So on my last day working there, I clocked out, spiked the headset into the ground, ripped my shirt off, and ran through the back door, yelling I'm free. There was a line of like 5 cars in the drive-thru waiting for the fucking order. And I screamed, I'm free, like a fucking bat out of hell. And then I ran into like the alleyway, turned the corner, waited, and I just casually walked back in, picked up my shirt, and drove away. Oh.
I gotta go back and get my shirt.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I got class in 20 minutes. Oh. So yeah.
Oh man.
I got a lot of stories.
So
we
you
like
some
stories.
Wild stories.
Oh, that's scratching the surface, my friend. Like I got buck wild ones. One of I want to throw myself at you consensually and platonically. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. I'm, you know, also, on my stream, I have, so I used to have 2 rewards where it was good technical advice and bad technical advice. I got rid of the good one because it wasn't funny.
It usually never
like,
is.
Like, who cares about, like, oh, you gotta take an X-Acto knife, scrape it, and, like, jump. You should, like, jump the wire, and then it gets fixed. No, people care about, hey, Q, I want to take a bath with my toaster. What do I do? And I'm just like, throw that motherfucker in there! Make sure it's plugged in to keep the water warm. You know? Like, so bad technical advice gets redeemed constantly. And that's a pretty fun one. Buck wild only once. You should see me on a Tuesday night. Hell yeah. Listen. We could be buck wild together on a Tuesday night. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I've got some fucking weird, some wild stories. A lot of weird Twitch clips. Like I have years of Twitch clips that I'm gonna like consolidate together. Mainly because I've ran a lot of like wild events on my stream. So the most recent one I did back in November. No, God, it was like way earlier in the year of last year. We did a Q's Mod region Pokemon tournament. I was the gym challenger. My Discord were the gym leaders, and we had an Elite Four and a champion. And
Interesting.
like the whole stream, it was like Jan, was it 5.5 hours or 6 hours straight of just like competitive Pokemon? And I was tired. Admittedly, I did throw my controller on stream because I got frustrated a little bit. A moment of weakness. 6 hours? Okay. So like, it was a long time. But like, I mean, we had like, God, like what, 40, 50 people watching and just going fucking nuts. It was honestly my favorite event we've ever done. And we're gonna do a second one here soon, TM. My schedule's really insane right now, so we gotta, and we're splitting it up into 2 different days. Thank God for that, because I don't know if I could do another. Yeah, so 2 trainers almost knocked me out. Yeah, Jan was one of the Elite Four members. It was a whole thing. It was so fun, though. I'm still editing that, like, 6 hours worth of raw footage down into a single video. And that's, like, obviously it's been a long time since I've done it, so. But yeah, we just, you know, wild and goofy stuff.
You seem like an ideas man, and as an ideas man myself, I appreciate that about you.
Oh, yeah. And I appreciate you.
Hi, son. How are you?
You can ask Vinny. I've pitched him a couple ideas.
Welcome to the club, my friend. I fucking hate fighting this character. Victor is my kryptonite.
Dude, that Gengar was nasty, bro. But we're swapping it up for the next event, where we're instead of typings, we're going to do themes. So you're not like locked into a single type, but you're locked into a theme. So it's gonna be a lot more varied, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh no! Damn it!
Oh, no.
I just died. Man, Seraph has got a good king. What time are we looking at, Ben?
It's almost 10 o'clock. Let's see.
Hold on, Vinny's got to get his old man glasses on.
Yeah, I had to read something.
Yeah. Well,
Shut up, asshole.
Well, let me see here. Let me just grab my glasses and look at my.
Shut up,
rotary.
you fucking dickhead.
See, it's fun because I can do voices.
I hate
too.
you.
I know. Vinny, I treasure our friendship very deeply.
I hope so. I don't treasure this one because he plays Victor and I fucking hate this character with a passion already. Fuck this character.
Who you playing?
Fuck you. I think I'm playing Pat. I don't know. It doesn't say people's names like I thought it would. So
I hope Pat's not playing Victor.
I think he is. Unless it's somebody else now, because I was playing Pat. I know I was. Because I told him, I was like, get in set C so that we could play, because they kept kicking me from spectating. You won't let me get into stance fucking 2, and it's making me angry. I want the dance stance.
Let him into the dance stance.
He just wants to Gan, stab, and stance, you know?
Good band.
Thank you. I thought it was a funny reference.
Let's see here.
See, the thing is I like to think I'm quick-witted, but that's because, and this is going to be depressing sounding, I fucking practice like coming up with witty retorts. Because one time I got fucking embarrassed and I said never again.
Never again will I face that kind of admonishment. You know?
Keep sucking me
Because
down
I'm-
forward too.
I respect it.
I'm a bitter man.
We don't want to get burned again.
Absolutely. And I'm funny as hell.
I agree.
And I'm funny as hell because I'm spiteful.
Oh no, he parried my low.
Oh no.
Got him. I hate fighting this character. Fucking Christ. That's true, we can't. Because he won't let me have Dance Dance. And it's upsetting. Because Dance Dance is where she does all her, like, super cool shit.
I'm also gonna call out Jan
One more, Pat. Oh, he left. Darn.
because he said, Jan, what did you hold on? You said, and I quote, and I want to read this very explicitly.
Oh, it threw me out of the lobby, too, because I hit circle too much. My bad.
I was
I
asleep.
don't want to look at
an hour
Kazuya's
ago.
chest. Change the picture.
That it looks like two balloons covered in skin. I was asleep almost an hour ago. Now I'm wide awake. Spent the last 30 minutes on the shitter.
That was you. Oh, I thought it was you. Well, have fun taking the dog out, because we're almost done. Pat's leaving.
Well, Pat, you're a bad person for playing Victor. I want you to know that.
I think the thing with Victor is he's easy to pick up, but once everyone figures out his nonsense, he's gonna be... He'll still be good, but people will know how to finally deal with him.
Victor's Panda's worst matchup. It sucks. So bad.
I just gotta pay attention when he starts teleporting around like Noctis used to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gets me.
What? Pause. Final Fantasy Noctis?
Yeah, Noctis was in Tekken 7.
Yeah, Jan, you should buy Tekken 8, because then we could run a small Tekken event in my Discord. Play Victor to learn his nonsense.
I will,
Hold on.
at
He's
some point.
spitting. He is spitting.
I will at some point. I mean, I did play the whole time on the stickless stick, so I am learning, and it's working. Because I did some stuff I couldn't do last night, so...
Gift it to me, I'm a broke student, boy. No, Jan, you're supposed to gift it to me. I'm the streamer. Don't fucking OPOP me, you fucking nerd. Ugh! Okay, I have to ask, because I never get... I get the sliding scale. Do you guys understand, like, Twitch memes and references?
Some of them.
Some of them? Do you understand the OPOP? So
Is that a newer one?
No, that's an old one.
It's
Very
probably
old.
before I even, like, used this platform.
I've
I've only been... I've been on... So, for the record, I've been using Twitch for, what? 9 years altogether, maybe?
I have a year on you, and that upsets me.
Well, I usually just watch, and then, like I said, we could go through the whole spiel. One night, we were doing a test MK11 tournament online, and it went alright, and we were like, let's do this. And then it turned into, like, 2 years. And then it just kept going and going and
Yeah.
going. And then we did Grand Blue, and then we did Street Fighter 5. Then we did Dragon Ball, and then we
Now you're
did...
doing Tekken 8.
We did Mortal Kombat 1. We did... Not Mortal Kombat 1. 11 for almost 3 years. And then
Cannot forget
Ian took the torch of MK11 and turned it into something that I'm very happy about. And then, yeah, we did KI for a bit with the lockdown and a bunch of other stuff. And then, I don't know if Sun's still in champ, but Kangaskhan, he came back, started doing the competitive stuff downtown. Kenyon came back, started doing the more casual events at the shop again. And now here we are. We're here on Tekken 8. We got Street Fighter 6.
And
We-
you're
we got-
interviewing some weird ass
Got
dude.
Under Night. We got Strive. We got possibly the next Dragon Ball game coming. It's good right now. I'm happy. Everyone's got a game. Even though MK1 hasn't gotten its shit together fully yet, they still have a game.
Fighting game enthusiasts are eating good.
So
And that's a sentence we don't get to say a lot of the time. Because there's
Um,
definitely lulls. But,
they-
like, right now, feasting.
well, here's the thing. They're all fun to play. Like, I can boot up any of these games, sit here for an hour or two, and just have fun. On the PS4 era, I couldn't do that because I hated almost every fucking game. I hated Street Fighter V. I think everyone knows my hatred for Street Fighter V. I hated that game.
Oh, we had fun with it, man.
We did, but I hated it. That's why I didn't play it. I hated that game. Towards the end, I'll give them credit. At the end of the line, they fixed a lot, and it became a much more tolerable game. Tekken 7, I liked it. It wasn't my least favorite of the bunch. I do like this game a lot more, though. This game reminds me of Tekken 5 and Tekken Tag 2. In the sense of the 5, it feels similar to 5. And I feel like Tekken Tag 2 because the heat gauge feels like the tag in when you could continue the combo by tagging your partner and keep it going. Which I really, really like. I like the pacing.
Kind of related. I learned 2 new fighting game terms
Mhm.
today. Like an hour before we hopped on. I learned what a happy birthday and a Merry Christmas was.
Oh, you didn't know what those were? Well, then again, you said you haven't played a fighting game like that
In a long time. I do own Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because you told me it was on sale.
I'll agree, Joe. They are a bit much in tandem, but it leads to some really cool looking shit.
So here's a question. Do you, mainly because I'm just curious, do you take questions from chat a lot?
Oh yeah, if chat has a question, we'll always take it.
Hell yeah.
It's like, it's like the point of this show. Like, we don't want to fill the room with 20 people and have everyone talking over each other. So that's why we kind of like, hey, let's try to get him to come on, next week, and let's try to get them. And
It's very community oriented, which I quite enjoy.
I will say Tekken is going to help a lot because everybody plays this game. Some people like to come on the table just to play, which I'm totally fine with. But like I said, pretty much everybody in our community, except for people with maybe joined within the last half a year, we interviewed everybody. And let's do a real quick interview with you, Kill. A really quick one. The important questions.
Sure.
You ready? Really quick. It'll take about I'll say 10 minutes, and then we'll be done here.
Sure.
What is your favorite fighting game of all time?
Soul Calibur.
Okay, which one?
2.
2? Good answer.
Ooh, good one.
Who is the coolest looking fighting game character of all time?
Tobal.
Ooh.
Who?
Tobal from Tobal number 1.
A lot of people don't know. I know who that is, but I don't think anybody does.
It looks like Gotenks.
Yeah, it's like a Dragon Ball type game. It's pretty cool.
Next question.
Who is the ugliest looking motherfucker in the fighting game characters?
Blanca.
Oh, that's mean.
Ooh.
That's mean. Rufus. Rufus was the number one answer.
Fucking hate that character.
If there was a dream fighting game you could have, and by dream I mean this game will most likely never ever happen, what would it be?
An officially supported version of Mugen that's on console.
That is the craziest answer we got. That would be sick as hell, though.
Dude, right? As soon as I say it, everybody's always like,
Holy shit, that sounds lit as hell.
Then I'll let Rick hit you with 2 of the more analytical questions that he used to ask everybody.
shoot.
Oh, yeah. If, all right. If you were a fighting game character, what fighting game special move would you absolutely need to have in your kit?
Bridget's moveset.
And why? And why?
Bridget's
Moveset, because hitting people with the yo-yos is disrespectful as fuck.
That's fair. Fair answer.
Okay. And how about this one? This is a new one. If you were a fighting game character, what would your win quote be?
Ooh. See, I like.
Making him
That's
think.
that's a really good one. How mean do I want to go?
Depends.
Hey man,
See, the problem is I really would want to be such a smug bitch. Like the same level of smug is like Bridget's grin when she beats your ass. You know, like
Do it.
that's the grin I want my quote to be.
it's just a grin, just a bunch of dots on the bottom of the screen, and just a shit-eating grin.
I see. I don't know. I would want to say something witty, but I don't know what it would be.
What's your question? Someone has Juan has a question for you.
Yo, let's go, Jan. We will come back to that. I just have to think about it.
Fair. We got a few minutes. We've gone over time before.
Fuck, marry, kill Voldo, Blanca, and Baraka. Holy shit! Absolute gas.
Wow.
Kill Blanca, fuck Volo, marry Baraka. I will not explain myself.
You don't have to.
Baraka seems like a tender lover.
Yeah, and you know what? In MK1, he was a man of the people, so I gotta
Was.
respect that.
So, like, listen, man of the people, tender lover, what them blades do. All I'm saying. Yeah, you know. That was so stupid. I'm sorry.
That's your win quote. You fucked yourself. But interesting
think-
question.
I think my win. Yeah. I think my win quote would just be me pretending to hold an assault rifle from Halo 2, being Master Chief, and just teabag somebody.
Okay.
Bagging.
So some Dead or Alive 4 style shit.
Absolutely, I would teabag them.
Oh man.
Bagging
That's
and
funny as
tagging.
hell.
When we used to play Halo pretty consistently in college, we would have different variations of bagging, right? You'd have the quick bag, you just get in
Absolutely.
there, do a couple dips, and then dip out.
Yeah.
You'd have the slow bag, just sitting there and just dipping slow marinara kind of deal.
Absolutely, got to make sure that tea's got flavor.
Yep, exactly. You give them the single bag, just walk up, a single bag, walk away. Don't run away, walk away.
Absolutely.
Let them know, hey, you know what? You're there.
I am dying,
And
Joe. You're correct.
Ooh,
So-
see, that's a good. See,
That's a good
Jan
one.
came up with a
That's a
better
good
quote
one.
than what I did. Not
I
even
would-
my shop could put you back together. Fuck, that's cool. I'd be throwing soldering irons at people.
Oh man. But on that note, it is time.
Call it a night,
It's
boys.
time.
Call it a night.
Q, thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Finally-
you have moved up into one of my favorite guests. Congratulations.
Finally got you on the show.
That
Kept it entertaining.
thank you. That warms my heart. I like to think I have a bit of a presence when I'm in interviews. So
So plan on being back in the future because I have a couple other topics and you fit the bill along with a couple other people. So
hell
Can you
yeah.
imagine getting you and the Saucy Boys in the same community around Halo?
no,
What
that
a
was
wild
one
time
idea.
That would be.
But I also want to
That'd
talk
be a wild
to
time.
our friends in the community that are fellow content creators.
Okay, that's a
And
good
I want to
option,
have
yeah.
a chat on, the struggles. But that's for a much later date because we'll be back in 2 weeks.
That's what we call
Thank you for
content
following.
edging.
We'll be back in 2 weeks as everyone, for people that did not catch it for the first roundtable of the year, we have moved it to every other week instead of every week. So it'll be week 1 and 3 of each month. And when we come back in 2 weeks, we're going to I'm going to have whoever wants to come on and talk about it, whoever wants to come on, we're going to sit down. I figured that much time would be enough for people to formulate an opinion on Tekken 8. What you like, what you dislike, what you want to see added, who you want to see added, blah, 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 all of it. And I will just let people rip their opinions.
I already have an answer for who I would want added.
I did, and then Azucena ended up being so much fun that I don't care anymore about the characters I want not being here.
Kenpachi, the training robot.
Yeah.
The OG wooden robot. I don't care about
Makujin?
combat. I don't care about combat.
But
Give me Kenpachi, bro. Anyways,
I mean, if
Does
I had to
that
go on
start
a
the
rant
whole
about one
rant?
character that I do want back, it'd probably be Chloe. I'd
Golf.
want to see Lucky Chloe throwing fucking hands in this game. I think that'd be a breakdance crazy character in this game.
That would be cool.
It won't happen though. She's a one and doneer, just like every other character I fucking play. Except for Chun-Li. Chun-Li's in every game. That's Street Fighter, but everyone else is like a one and done character. Like
I hope you can feel me putting my hand through the internet on your shoulder for comfort.
It's okay. No, we don't want that character, but you're banned now, Pat. I'm banning you. We don't want that character back.
He went from Discord mod to banned.
You want
you
want
Fakiron
back? I'll take Lydia over him. I hate that character, dude. He looks so cool, and then in like the actual game, he's like super tiny and has a tiny head, no neck. He looks stupid.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, we're at time. That is a topic for 2 weeks. So if you're playing Tekken, you wanna come talk Tekken in 2 weeks, be here, same time, same place, 9 p.m.
Or be cringe.
Or be cringe and don't be here, and I pick on you the whole time because you're not here.
Yeah, fuck you. We blame you for everything if you're not here.
Oh, boy, Q, you fit right in.
I'm so glad.
Perfect. So any last words, guys, before we sign off here?
I am good.
Good.
Hey, if you want to check me out, I'm Q's Mod Shop on everything. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Not Pornhub though. That was a joke. And a joke and a joke nobody will get.
So
Coming soon.
TM.
on that note, like we said earlier, if you want more Tekken 8 this weekend, I will be streaming the event tomorrow at the shop. We have Hot Set Saturday. And then if you hop over to Attack From All Sides on Twitch, they are downtown Sunday at 4 p.m., I believe. A lot of Tekken this weekend, so be there.
4 p.m. doors open. 5 p.m. Tourney start time.
Be there.
Or
So,
B square.
Again, Q, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, Q.
And
Good stuff. Good
to
talk.
everybody in the chat and everybody here, good night and good luck.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see ya.
See ya.